Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing another what if, and that is what if Naruto was a genius, part 3. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content, and follow me on Instagram, to which I'll leave the link in the description below. And big ups to everyone like in New Zealand for making it to level 1, awesome as. When it comes to the COVID-19, but to the rest of the world that are still on lockdown, please take care of you guys selves, okay? Which matters most in the world when it comes to you guys is your health, your well-being. So take care of you guys selves, okay guys? And since you guys like this what if so much and the contents that I'm making, I'm going to be sure to bring out more, and I apologize for the last video being out too loud, okay guys? So I hope this sorts it out. But without further ado guys, let's get into this next part of the what if, and that is what if Naruto was a genius, part 3. Now let's begin. So we're going to do a quick recap on what happened previously, and then we're going to jump into this next part of the what if, okay guys? So what happened previously is pretty much in the tuning exams, Naruto easily handled Neji, and Sasuke handled Gaara, to the point where Gaara forced a situation where he had to release Shikaku just to get away from the jutsu that Sasuke used on him, which forced all the entire Konoha crush to happen. And when Orochimaru tried to, pretty much hold the third Hokage in one area, Naruto pulls his Nine-Tails chakra out and manages to easily bring down the entire barrier that the third Hokage was in. And not only that, he was able to speed blitz Orochimaru to the point where he slammed a really powerful Rasengan right at him, to the point where it actually severely hurt him, destroyed the entire building that he was on. And then from there, Naruto boosted it all the way to where Gaara is. He sends Sasuke's chakra teleported there, and as Gaara was about to hurt Sasuke, Naruto easily speed blitzed him again, to the point where Shikaku came. And because Naruto was very smart, he's a genius in fact, he made shadow clones and they were everywhere, putting seal tags and all that, to the point where Shikaku pretty much got held in place. And Naruto was able to wake Gaara up, give him a new form of Talk no Jutsu by connecting with his mind using an Uzumaki seal, a unique seal that Naruto knows. And so after that, Naruto puts a brand new seal on Shikaku, and Gaara absolutely changes. From there, the Hidden Left pretty much comes out of the Konoha Crush with more people alive thanks to Naruto's quick effort, the third Hokage especially. Orochimaru gets taken by a root ninja, but no one knows he's get taken, okay? They go look for him, but they can't find him. Kabuto and Kimimaro manage to run away and get out of there. And so all of that continues. Now, when it comes to the old man, Lord Third anyway, he's in himself, he's tired, he's done. He realizes his failures, and as he tries to persuade that Jiraiya again pretty much spits in his face and goes, hell no, I never want to be Hokage. But this is when Naruto pretty much puts down his foot with Jiraiya and respectfully tells him, yes, you're my sensei and I have respect for you, but it just sounds like to me you're a coward not taking up this opportunity. My father took it up because you didn't want to take it up the first time, and then when my father died, you didn't want to take it after he died, so the third Hokage had to take your place. And now that when the old man is nearing his end of his run as Hokage, you still don't want to take it? You're going to leave room for Danzo and his ilk. And Jiraiya and that's when Naruto pretty much leaves Jiraiya. And then as the third Hokage and Jiraiya pretty much talk, Naruto goes off, heads to Sasuke and trying to change his view. While Sasuke's healing Naruto, and Sasuke crack up and joke upon Sasuke almost catching up, and Naruto states that, no way, you're nowhere near me. But because they both know exactly and they trust each other, even Sakura, they're a well-rounded team, way more than canon. Because Naruto uses the benefit of his team more differently, and Sasuke is more accepting of Naruto because he's powerful but he's not egotistical. He's quite brilliant, and this fascinates Sasuke. And so as they're all hanging out and all that, two unique members of a unique organization come, looking for Jinchuriki, standing over the hidden leaf. Now we're done with that quick, I guess, recap. Let's get into this next part of the world, okay guys? So, let's go. As Naruto and Sasuke talk, Naruto pretty much states with to Sasuke that he's just gonna head back home and meet up with the pervy sage again, just one more time. And Sasuke goes, okay, he understands. So as Naruto leaves and head towards where Jiraiya is, Naruto rushes over, just steadily goes where he needs to go. And as he's doing that, he's sensing something wrong. He can't help it. Something's causes tension. And as Naruto looks towards the direction of a small diner, he sees Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma there. And as they look on, Naruto stares, and what he sees is a bunch of people body flicker away. Kurenai, Kakashi, and all of them see it. And as Naruto's watching, he's like, huh? What's going on? And Naruto jumps on the roof just to overlook everything. And as he looks down, he sees instantly Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma confronting these two people with robes and clouds on. Naruto understands just by the look at them and who they are, wearing these red clouds. Naruto understands through Jiraiya's books that these are the Akatsuki. Naruto, and they're looking for Jinchuriki. Naruto's pondering, and so without hesitating, Naruto calculates everything, looking at these two Akatsuki. And the moment the shorter one pulls off his hat, Naruto instantly recognizes the head shape, the hair, and just the notion of him. And as he looks up, Naruto sees it without doubt, the Sharingan. And as Naruto sees this, he doesn't hesitate, makes multi-shadow clone jutsu, and all the shadow clones spread out immediately. They head out all over the village. And as Naruto does this, he pulls out two kunai. One of them he stabs on the roof where he's at, and he holds the other one in his hand. And as Naruto's watching, he remembers that Kakashi has a seal on him, so this will work in his favor. And not only that, because he looks up to Asuma like a big brother, uncle, kind of big brother-ish, Naruto already placed a seal on him too, just so you know, his own form of protection on Asuma. And so as Naruto is watching, right away, the conflict instantly ensues. Naruto notices that's Itachi Uchiha. So who's this other person behind him with a giant sword wrapped up in bandages? Naruto's just observing. He's like, another hidden swordsman of the hidden mist, eh? Naruto's observing. He's like, if I didn't know better, that's Kisame Hoshigaki. Naruto's looking over. He's like, yeah, it is. Naruto, without hesitating, chucks his kunai. As he chucks his kunai, he instantly teleports to the kunai, the mark there where Kakashi is behind him. Naruto grabs Kakashi, and as Kakashi's like, Naruto powers the Rasengan, and he jumps up right at Itachi. And Naruto's Rasengan is almost about to hit Itachi's face, but Itachi tries to put him under Genjutsu, which Naruto calculated. And as he does so, he teleports to the kunai that's right behind Kisame. And as Naruto teleports to the kunai, without even reacting, Kisame doesn't even know, but Naruto teleports to the kunai that's about to hit him, and Naruto slams him with it. But to Naruto's surprise, Samehada moves in the direction of the Rasengan and absorbs some of the chakra. But Naruto spots this, teleports away to the kunai that's back on the roof, and Naruto goes, I see. So that sword right there can absorb chakra and sense it. Incredible. And that's the only reason why you're alive. And he looks at Kisame. Kisame's like, what the? This little brat almost hit me with a jutsu. And Kakashi's like, huh? Even Itachi's looking at Naruto. He's like, he can use the flying Raijin. Naruto's standing there like, You're Itachi, right? Sasuke's older brother. What are you doing here? And Itachi looks right at Naruto. And he goes, I am here for you, Naruto. Itachi closes his eyes. And as Naruto is watching this, he understands from the third Hokage's reports that Itachi Uchiha has the Mangekyo Sharingan. And as Naruto is looking at Itachi, he's like, he's either going to do one or two things. Naruto disappears instantly. Kisame's like, whew, this kid's really fast. Naruto appears right by Kisame. Kisame tries to take a swipe, but Naruto disappears again. Where Kakashi is, Itachi and Kisame underestimated Naruto's speed and the fact that he can use a jutsu this high level jutsu at this age, Naruto teleports by Kakashi and teleports him away by the kunai on the roof, and he grabs Kurenai and Asuma as well. As he does that, Itachi opens his eyes and reveals the Mangekyo. Kisume's like, what the hell just? And Naruto appears right by Kisame with the kunai he left on the ground when he teleported away from Kisame. And he jumps up and throws a punch at Kisume's face, and it connects immediately. And Kisume is taken aback from this. And as Naruto does this, he leans over quickly and places a seal behind Kisume's back to, unfortunately, his end. Naruto teleports back by Kakashi and then back on the roof, and this shocks Itachi. He's like, and he looks at Itachi, Kisame goes, you have a seal on your shoulder, Kisame. Kisume's like, what the? And Naruto goes, puts his hands together, and as he puts his hand together, the seal not only turns into a new seal, not just a flying Raijin marker, it turns into a binding seal that wraps around Kisume's body, holding him in place. Samihara tries to absorb the chakra, but what happens is the chakra instantly binds on Samihara as well, which Kakashi sees is like, this kid was able to deduce Kisume's abilities and outmaneuver him and lock Samihara in his own jutsu. Incredible. He looks right at Naruto. Naruto goes, are you going to use those eyes on me? And Itachi's like, and then Naruto jumps down in front of Itachi, and Kakashi's like, Naruto, what are you doing? Naruto goes, it's alright, Kakashi sensei. And he goes, there's Itachi Uchiha. He has the Mangekyo, and he goes, I know I'm doing, Kakashi sensei. Itachi believes my eyes are open. And Itachi's like, I'm clearly seeing. Naruto's like, look carefully. And as Itachi looks carefully, he's like, what the? And that's not even a real Naruto, it was actually an illusion shadow clone. And as Itachi's like, what's been going on? He doesn't realize, even though he has the Mangekyo activated, Naruto has been placing seals everywhere. He's called joining up everyone, he's been alerting everyone to what is happening right now. And so what happens is, as Itachi is slightly taken aback by Naruto's ingenuity to even fool him, and he has the Mangekyo, Naruto appears right in front of Itachi Uchiha. And as Itachi's like, so this is the real you, eh? And Naruto goes, I would look down if I was you. And as Itachi looks down, he realizes he's shocked, he's stunned, his body instantly goes through a heartbeat. And as his body shakes in that form, he's locked in that position. Kisume's like, Itachi! And Itachi, without hesitating, goes straight to his full power and begins to summon the Susanoo, breaks the sealing jutsu immediately, and begins to power up the Susanoo. To which Naruto instantly puts his hands together and go flying Raijin bind. And what happens? All the shadow clones jump around the Susanoo, and they're wrapping seals around the Susanoo, tying him around, jumping backwards and forth each other. Itachi's just like, can't believe just how much chakra and how wise this kid is. Just seeing things, deducing things really fast. Like, Itachi is very impressed. He's very impressed. And not only that, he just, let's just say Itachi's taken aback by what's exactly happening. And so as Naruto lands on the ground, he begins to weave one more hand sign, and he places both hands on the ground, and he goes binding seal. And as the binding seal goes right around, they go right around Itachi, and then Naruto summons King Anima's staff immediately to his side. As Naruto does that, Itachi sees it right away that Naruto was trained by the third Hokage, and it baffles him a lot. Kisame can't believe this. He can't believe this at all. It just ended right then and there. And Kakashi stands right in front of Kisame. And as Kakashi is about to kill Kisame, what happens is Jiraiya and the third Hokage, everyone's there. Everyone's there waiting, like, ready for this invasion. Like, even though Itachi summoned the Susanoo and he is a genius and all that, Naruto was already smarter. He already planned 20 steps ahead of him. He knew what he was doing before he was jumping into this. He wasn't dumb. He wasn't moving Kakashi and them away because they were weak. No, he was moving them away to distract them what's actually right in front of them. And that's why they lose in this fight. And as Itachi's held there, Naruto walks up to him. Itachi's trying to put him into a genjutsu, but Naruto's going, pretty sad how your genjutsu is not going to work, eh? And I see that your Susanoo is now starting to dissipate, and Itachi's starting to shudder. Naruto looks at him and goes, Naruto puts a seal on Itachi's head to seal his eyes, and so Itachi can't use his Sharingan. But what happens is Naruto also does pretty much the same jutsu he does with the Gaara. He connects with Itachi's mind against Itachi's will, absolute, And when Naruto sees everything, he lets go straight away. He drops to the ground. He feels all the emotion that Itachi feels, and as Naruto falls to the ground, his hands are shuddering. Like he begins to cry, and as Naruto begins to cry, and he even spews what he's just witnessed, what he had to see, what he had to endure, everything he's grown up to know is just wrong. He can't believe it. Naruto spews on the ground, and as Itachi is hearing this, everyone's like, "What the hell?" Naruto's absolutely broken. He's crying. He's upset as. And Jiraiya jumps by Naruto and goes, "Naruto, are you?" And Naruto grabs Jiraiya and just tells him, "You have to be Hokage, Sensei." Naruto holds Jiraiya's clothes real tight, but he goes, "You have to do better than them." Naruto looks right at Jiraiya and there's tears, true tears coming down his eyes, and his eyes looking like the Nine Tails. And as Jiraiya sees this, like, what happened, Naruto? Naruto instantly grabs Itachi and removes the seal from Itachi immediately. Itachi's looking at Naruto and he understood what exactly had happened. And Naruto goes, "Is it true, old man?" And the third Hokage looks right at Naruto. And the third Hokage's like, "What do you know, Naruto?" And Naruto shows him the seal, to which the third Hokage understands. Naruto goes, "Damn, I shouldn't have let my curiosity allow your curiosity to bloom that much. Sensitive information that you have." Naruto goes, "So are you going to kill me too then, old man?" And Itachi's shocked that everyone's just taken aback. Like, there's a lot of joining, like, people are there. Even Danzo, like, the Black Ops, all of them, like, there. Naruto's looking right at them, standing in front of them. And as Naruto looks at the old man, he's starting to really get angry. And the Nine Tails chakra begins to envelop. King Enma still in Naruto's hand. Still in Naruto's hand. And as the third Hokage looks at Naruto, he goes, "I think we need to talk." Naruto goes, "Enough talking, old man. Tell the truth. Did you get Itachi to..." And as Naruto says that, Itachi walks over to Naruto and grabs him on the shoulder, tells him, "Naruto, please." And Naruto looks at Itachi and he goes, even though, and he goes, "Naruto, please." Kisame's like, "Itachi, what the hell is this?" And what happens is, Itachi goes to Kakashi and all of them, he goes, "I'll give you all the information you need, Lord Third, upon my organization, who we are, what we entail, and what's our plan. The members, everything." Kisame's like, "Itachi!" And it looks right, and everyone's like, "What the?" But everyone's just looking at Itachi like, "You killed your clan, like, what do you have to offer? Like, your life, you're a rogue ninja." And then they're all confused upon Naruto's reaction with the third Hokage. Naruto hasn't taken his eyes off the old man. And now Jiraiya is getting concerned and really angry. Knowing that Naruto, even though he is placid and he's very wise for his age, for him to feel this real anger, this real hatred he's feeling, this temperament, is not natural of Naruto. So what the third Hokage, the old man, must have done, must have been bad. So what ends up happening is, as all the Jonings take Kisame, Naruto puts a full-on bind, a blood bind on Kisame, so he can't do nothing at all. He's pretty much, him and Samihara sealed in the prison, and the ring gets taken off him. Naruto gives him Ibiki a stronger seal to help him, because Ibiki's gangster, but Naruto's seals are unique and powerful. He gives it to Ibiki, which goes, a proper infiltration one, okay. And so what happens is, it gets past all the natural mental defenses. Even with the Sharingan, Naruto's seal can break right past that. So what happens is, as Naruto closes the door with the old man in the Hokage's office, the old man goes, "So what would you have me do, Naruto?" Naruto's really angry. He hasn't gone out of his Nine-Tailed state. His eyes are still red. And what happens is, Naruto looks at him and goes, "What would you have done?" "I would have prevented everything. If I was the Hokage, if my father was still here, he would have prevented everything." And then the third Hokage goes, "Well, he's not here, Naruto. He died. He died saving the village. He died putting the Nine Tails within you." Naruto goes, "I understand. He died doing that." And what happens? And Jiraiya walks in. And as Naruto is about to utter the words, "Why did you allow Itachi to massacre?" As he's about to say that, and the third Hokage stops Naruto and states that this information, and those only privy to the Hokage and the ones that know the information. And as he looks at Jiraiya, Jiraiya goes, well, luckily for me, I'm putting my hand up as the candidacy as the next Hokage. And Naruto's shocked to hear this. And the third Hokage goes, really? And he goes, yes. If my student really wants me to be the next Hokage, and if the old man's in a position where he's willing to give it up, then I'll happily take the place. The third Hokage goes, what about your spy routes, and why so sudden, Jiraiya? And Jiraiya goes, you have me now, old man. This is a once in a lifetime gig. I'm the next Hokage, or not? Danzo walks in and he goes, wait, he goes, not so fast, Lord Jiraiya. We still haven't seen the feudal lord. And Jiraiya goes, compared to you, I'll easily win. If the feudal lord knew I was putting my hand up for the Hokage right now, he'll end the meeting right away. And straight away appoint me as the Hokage. Danzo. And the third Hokage agrees with Jiraiya. He goes, absolutely. And Danzo grits his teeth. And so he goes, what is it now? What is it, old man? I'm the next Hokage or what? And the third Hokage stands up and goes, fine. I will promote you to Hokage. I will talk to the feudal lord himself. I will go there myself. And Jiraiya goes, no. I will go to see the feudal lord myself. Me and Naruto. And Naruto looks at Jiraiya and goes, first we need to get Tsunade. Heal a lot of the injured that happened in this battle, Naruto. And Naruto goes, fair enough. Tsunade would be perfect. And Jiraiya goes, since you're really good at picking up things, Naruto, maybe you'll be able to pick up a few things with her, learn a few unique skills. Didn't take you long to master the jutsus I have, and once we get a chance, Naruto, I'll take you to Mount Miyaboku itself. Naruto goes, and learn Sage Mode, and Jiraiya goes, yes. Naruto's like, yes! He can't believe that he's finally eventually going to go. Because Jiraiya told him about Mount Miyaboku and Jiraiya's true strength when it comes to Sage Mode, and that if Jiraiya was to use Sage Mode, Naruto will be put in a... Even though it's faster than Jiraiya, Jiraiya can react to Naruto. So, pretty much what happens is Naruto goes with Jiraiya. He looks at the old man like he's disappointed in the third Hokage. Really disappointed. And as Jiraiya and Naruto head to the feudal lord's compound, Naruto goes, why don't we just use the summoning? And Jiraiya goes, well, isn't it much better to walk? And Naruto goes, we don't have enough time. We don't have time. And Jiraiya goes, fair enough. And so what happens is Jiraiya summons Gamabunta, and they all gap it to where Tsunade is. And what happens is Naruto just makes multi-shadow clones while he's on Gamabunta and sends him everywhere to try and find Tsunade. And eventually when they find Tsunade, they go in and pretty much see her. Now, unlike in canon where Jiraiya is trying to convince Tsunade to become Hokage, Jiraiya is trying to convince Tsunade to come back to the Hidden Leaf to heal the sick. And Tsunade goes, so I hear Orochimaru's been captured. And Jiraiya goes, yeah, he's been lost. And he goes, do you really believe that? And Jiraiya goes, of course not. That's why I'm becoming the Hokage. And this is when Tsunade chokes on her alcohol. I apologize, her drink, my bad. Remove that. As she coughs and chokes, she looks right at what's it called, Jiraiya, and goes, you, the Hokage? And Jiraiya goes, yeah, why not, Suna? And at first she's about to laugh, but she goes, and you're gonna be like one of those old fools, right? That states, I'm going to be Hokage, blah blah blah. And then Jiraiya goes, I'm not done, Tsunade. And Tsunade looks at Jiraiya and goes, no. She slams the table and goes, no, you're not. You're like every other full Hokage that ever existed. Just like that old man. Just like the fourth. Like every other one that exists. Naruto gets aggro and he goes, what about the fourth? He's done more than what you have done. Naruto stands up and goes, how dare you talk down about my father, your grandfather, and everyone that lived before us. You're living because of them, and you're going to put them down? Yeah, they made hard decisions, but they made the decision for the leaf. What are you doing? You're running from your pain. I read all about you, Tsunade of the Slug. And Tsunade looks at Naruto like she's quite shocked at how brash, how brazen Naruto is. Naruto looks right at her face and tells her, where are you? Why aren't you on the Hidden Leaf? At least Jiraiya Sensei is still here. Yeah, he goes out for a few years, but he's doing something for the Hidden Leaf. What are you doing, Lady Tsunade? You're running away, gambling, doing nothing but talk. Like Orochimaru, he's stealing, killing, doing whatever he thinks he please to achieve his goal. All of you have lost your way, but at least Jiraiya Sensei is doing one thing you are even doing. Not stepping up. Tsunade gets up and goes, Is that right? Any other normal person I would have punched right through the face. And trust me, if I fully punched you, you will not be saying anything. Jiraiya looks at Tsunade with actual aggro intent, and as Naruto looks at Tsunade, his eyes change into the Nine Tails, which shocks Tsunade. Naruto goes, Is that right? And Naruto teleports, but pretty much moves his body, focus to the door, looks right at Tsunade. Then, how about, we'll see then, you come in with everything you have. Let's put our wager, right? I win, you come back to the Hidden Leaf, and you get over your notions upon what you are. You win, I'll be dead. Cool? And Tsunade's like, alright Brett, Naruto goes. And another thing, at least Jiraiya doesn't need to make himself look young, and this flares up Tsunade even more. Naruto walks out the door and Tsunade rushes to the door, breaks the door down, thinking that she was going to charge Naruto, but Naruto was already on the other side of the street. And as Tsunade gets out there, she's like, neat trick, kid. Naruto goes, obviously you haven't heard about me, Lady Tsunade. My father's known as Yellow Flash, right? And Tsunade's like, And she goes, alright, kid. Let's go then. And Naruto instantly blitzes Tsunade's sight. At first she thought she can anticipate Naruto by his movements, but then Naruto started becoming erratic and then multiplying into 3, 4, 5, then hundreds everywhere, which took Tsunade by surprise. And then Naruto started moving as hundreds of blues everywhere, and she couldn't believe it. She's like, what the hell? And then Naruto walks out of all those, the chaos of all the shadow clones jumping around. Naruto appears and he goes, so, do you reckon you're able to keep up with me? So Naruto's like, neat trick, punches the ground. Naruto instantly disappears, and all the rebels gets flung into the air. All the shadow clones that are jumping around are easily able to react to all the rubble flying around and dodge it, and they're able to easily jump between all the broken rubble that Tsunade flung up in the air. So they're now jumping in a now different pattern, but all of them have not been dispersed, which takes Tsunade by surprise. And the real Naruto is still in front of her, and she's like, what the? And Naruto's like, it's quite interesting. You give the same reaction as Orochimaru did when he looked at me and thought I was nothing but a kid. And what happens? Tsunade's like, she takes a step back like, ugh. And Naruto goes, those are real shadow clones. Yes, those are real shadow clones. What you have failed to notice is what's beneath your feet. Tsunade looks at Naruto and this seal, big ass seal around her. Naruto walks up with her and he goes, puts his hand up, one hand, and he does one hand sign, seals Tsunade in place. Naruto pulls a flying Raijin kunai and chucks it right at Tsunade's face, and as it skims next to Tsunade's face, cutting her face, Naruto teleports right next to her, catches it, and stands behind Tsunade with a knife and goes, I think you lost, Lady Tsunade. Naruto pulls the kunai to her throat and goes, talking about my father like that again. Your rank of being a legendary Sani will not save you, nor being the granddaughter of the first Hokage. Naruto looks at her. I hold back on you this one time, Granny. Naruto pulls the kunai away and releases all the shadow clones that are everywhere. Jiraiya looks at Naruto and realizes the seriousness of how Naruto really reacted. Naruto walks away and Jiraiya goes, are you okay, Naruto? Naruto apologizes and goes, sorry, Sensei. But Lady Tsunade has lost a bet and she's coming back to the Hidden Leaf, right? Lady Tsunade goes, I will agree to come with you. I have failed. Well, I lost anyway. So I'll acknowledge you, Naruto Uzumaki. But me and Jiraiya are going to have one more drink tonight and then we'll head off tomorrow morning. Naruto's sweet with it. He's sweet with it because Tsunade is going to keep to her deal. So Naruto gets over his issue with her and they go eat. They have Tsunade and Jiraiya hang out the rest of the night, and from there they all wake up and head back to the Hidden Leaf, to which Tsunade takes up the role as the head medical ninja of the whole entire Hidden Leaf and begins to teach students and take on students, but teach them hard. Because Naruto pretty much lit a fire underneath her, pretty much stating that Tsunade truly has no legacy. Like Jiraiya, he really has no legacy, no children, no descendants to carry on his name or his philosophy, as of yet anyway. But as Naruto brings back Tsunade, Naruto and Jiraiya head off to the feudal lord's palace, to which eventually that takes some time to get there. But when they do get there, And Jiraiya is met by the feudal lord right away without hesitating. The feudal lord's not sitting behind the desk. He's right at the door where Jiraiya meets him, and as Jiraiya sees him, he bows instantly to the feudal lord, and he goes, "Jiraiya, I am so glad you finally taken up the opportunity to become the next Hokage. I definitely give you my blessing, 100%. And Jiraiya smiles and goes, "Well, thank you, Lord, feudal, my lord." And they smile, and he goes, "Come on, and he goes, "Oh, and you must be the son of the Yellow Flash. Your father was a mighty warrior, and I hope one day you too become the next Hokage." And he smiles at Naruto. Naruto takes us in fully, like, "Thank you, Lord." And from there, Jiraiya and the feudal lord meet up and everything like that. And from there, Jiraiya is announced the next Hokage of the Land of Fire, to which everyone within the Land of Fire hears. Jiraiya goes back to the Hidden Leaf, which he gets inaugurated by the old man, and he becomes the next Hokage. And as Naruto, Jiraiya and them stand on top of the Hokage monument, Danzo's like biting his teeth, like, "Damn." And where he has Orochimaru, what happens is Danzo makes a deal with Orochimaru, and Orochimaru easily accepts the deal. He wants to get out. He doesn't want to die. Doesn't want to be stuck there. Nah, he's still got things to do. So after Danzo and Jiraiya, Orochimaru make that deal anyway, Jiraiya acclimates to becoming the next Hokage, and he looks at Naruto and he goes, "Well, since you got me this far, I will definitely send you away, Naruto." And Naruto goes, "What about the tuning exams?" And he goes, "Ha, you? Tuning? No. I'm promoting you way beyond the tuning." Naruto goes, "What?" And he goes, "Naruto, your skill, your cunning abilities, everything. The fact that you're able to take on all three of us legendary Sani and make us all look like fools. It just states how powerful you really are, and the fact that you're very wise and beat us in all different angles or fields makes it easy for me to easily promote you from what you are to a Jonin, Naruto." Naruto goes, "Okay, Jiraiya Sensei." Naruto pretty much takes the the notion of becoming a Jonin, and he tells Sasuke, to which Sasuke smiles. But then Naruto tells Sasuke that Itachi's back in the village, and Sasuke goes, What? He gets up and the Sharingan activates, but Naruto places his hand on Sasuke's shoulder and he goes, "Sasuke, I need you to see something." And Sasuke's like, "What?" And Naruto takes Sasuke to Jiraiya, and Sasuke goes, "Naruto, I want to see Itachi. Where is he?" And Naruto goes, "Sasuke, please, just trust me. I need to get permission from Jiraiya Sensei first, the Hokage." And Sasuke goes, "Okay." And so what happens is when Jiraiya comes, he looks right at Naruto. Naruto asks for permission, to which Jiraiya agrees and allows Naruto to tell Jiraiya everything. So Naruto, because he lived the memory within Itachi's memory, he holds it within his own mind. So he grabs one of the seals and places it on Sasuke's head, and he does pretty much a mind seal that connects Naruto's mind with Sasuke's. And Naruto shows Sasuke everything that Itachi did. Everything for the Hidden Leaf. Everything he did. And as Sasuke sees this, he falls out of the seal. He instantly begins to cry, because he sees everything again from Itachi's perspective. He sees the fact that Itachi killed his parents, Shishui, everything. And when Sasuke sees this, his eyes instantly evolve to a Mangekyo Sharingan. And Jiraiya sees, he steps back and so does Naruto a little bit. But Sasuke cries straight and he holds his hands over his face, and he can't believe it. He just cries on the ground, like he goes, he hated Itachi. Like Sasuke punches the ground, he begins to crack the ground, but Naruto grabs Sasuke and goes, "Sasuke, your brother's an innocent man. He did what he needed to protect the Hidden Leaf. Look at it carefully, Sasuke. Look at your brother's emotion. Everything he did was not only to protect you, but to protect all of us. He's the true hero here, Sasuke." And that's why Jiraiya Sensei succeeded the old man as the next Hokage. And Sasuke goes, "And what's gonna make him better, Naruto? What's gonna make him different to the rest?" And Naruto goes, "Simple. He has me. He has you. He has everyone else here. The old man had Danzo, and the acclamation of the old people, the old lot. My father had all the young ones as well." And Sasuke looks at Naruto, and because he agrees with Naruto's words, and he knows that Naruto is very wise. he takes Naruto's all of Naruto's words into consideration, and then Sasuke gets up and he stops for a bit and he looks at Jiraiya with his Mangekyo activated and he goes, Lord Hokage, when will it be time for me, or when Itachi will be allowed to have guests? And Jiraiya smiles at Sasuke and goes, well, if you're accompanied with Naruto, then by all means, you can go see him now. And Sasuke's eyes widen, Naruto smiles and goes, thank you, Lord Hokage. Grabs Sasuke, Naruto smiles and goes, pervy sage. Teleports away and Jiraiya's like, whoa, what the? You? He's like, little smarty, like smart ass. And as Sasuke and Naruto teleport to where Itachi is, Itachi reacts to this. As Itachi looks up, even though you can't see because he's got a steel up on him. Now the reason why Itachi's locked up, even though Naruto and pretty much challenged the old man's authority to come to arresting Itachi, he still gets arrested because he's a rogue ninja and he killed his clan. So, but he still had the Black Ops protecting him just to make sure. Now, because Jiraiya is the Hokage and he knows all of what Naruto knows, and he knows all the information that the third Hokage and all what Danzo and everything does, Jiraiya is making quick work of everything, and he orders for the early release of Itachi. But before Itachi gets released, Naruto removes the seal that's on him, removes the binds, and then Naruto goes, Itachi. And as Itachi looks up and sees Naruto, he sees Sasuke. And Itachi's like, Sasuke? And Sasuke instantly breaks the door, runs up to him and gives his brother a hug. And Itachi's like, what do you know? And Naruto goes, he knows everything, Itachi. And Itachi's shocked, and Naruto goes, don't worry. The Lord Hokage has ordered your immediate release. Upon the notion that you stay in the Hill and leave, but as a Black Ops Onbu member. Itachi's like, what? And Naruto goes, I'll explain everything. But Naruto goes, I'll leave you two at it for now, Sasuke. And Sasuke understands, he listens to Naruto. In a good way, not obedient, because he understands, well, if Sasuke tries to run Naruto, will whip him. Easy as. So what happens is Naruto goes back to Jiraiya, and as Naruto is talking to Jiraiya, he's stating that he might stay in the Hidden Leaf for a bit as well, and become a Black Ops Onbu member. And Jiraiya goes, that'll be good, but as I told you before, Naruto, and as I've heard from the old man, you love knowledge, you love everything, and you're a genius. You can retain information that really baffles me, Naruto. You're able to do jutsus that I find even incredible at your age. 5 chakra natures? Lord knows what you could do with other jutsus. You're not as arrogant as I would have expected becoming with this knowledge too. Naruto's like, okay, sweet as. So who am I going to learn? So Jiraiya states that for now you're going to learn some jutsus from Tsunade. Just learn the basics of healing and everything like that. Naruto goes, I've read all her books on healing and poisons and everything like that, Jiraiya sensei. And Jiraiya goes, well then maybe she'll go help him. Naruto goes, no offense, I like the notion of learning the Byakugo seal, but at the very time, Jiraiya sensei, I need to stay in the village and do other things. Besides that, I can be more useful in ways when it comes to Onbu missions, just like my father was. And Jiraiya goes, I understand, Naruto, but then how about this then? Since you don't want to take Tsunade's training up right now, how about you go to Mount Miyaboku and train? Naruto goes, really? And he goes, yeah, I'll send you there for 6 months. Naruto goes, 6 months? He goes, yes, Naruto, 6 months. And all I say for you, Naruto, is hope for the best. So as Naruto begins his journey, he heads to Mount Miyaboku, or he begins to leave to the Mount Miyaboku. Itachi and Sasuke have a great catch up, and thanks to Tsunade being in the village and Itachi being absolved on what has happened and transpired thanks to Jiraiya, Itachi is pretty much healed by Tsunade. And when he finds out that Sasuke has Mangekyo Sharingan, he tells Sasuke that first you need to develop your eyes more, learn your abilities. And Itachi looks at Sasuke, what? And then Itachi implants these the Amaterasu into Sasuke's eyes, allowing him to be able to have the abilities like Itachi. Because I think that's how it went in canon. Itachi planted Amaterasu in Naruto, not Sasuke's eye, which allowed him to have the ability. That's what I think in a way. If that's not, then just write in the comments and I'll correct it next time. Okay? But if it's right, then continue watching. But anyway, in my world, if it's not right, Sasuke gains the ability from Itachi, the Amaterasu, and he tells Sasuke to Learn how to manifest your chakra fully within your eye. Learn the power. You may have more than just one ability, as Itachi explains that he has the Tsukuyomi, but because he uses Mangekyo too much times, he's starting to slowly but surely go blind. And that's when Itachi explains the eternal Mangekyo. But he needs Sasuke to develop the Mangekyo a little bit more further to the point where he can wrap himself in a Susanoo. But then Itachi also tells Sasuke about the dangers of using said jutsu, the Susanoo. But Sasuke don't care, he's like, who cares about that? He's just grateful he gets to see his brother and gets to spend this time. And then Itachi places his hand on Sasuke and goes, well then, I'll be your personal trainer, Sasuke. And Sasuke goes, then I'll definitely join the Black Ops Anbu. And this makes Itachi smile. Easy as. Sakura still learns from Lady Tsunade, of course. So as Naruto heads off to Mount Miyaboku, he says goodbye to everyone and disappears. Thanks to Jiraiya, because he's got a toad summoning. Naruto doesn't want to see the old man. The third Hokage sickens him about what he's seen from Itachi's mind. Makes him angry that the old man is capable of this. And so as Naruto disappears to Mount Miyaboku, I'm going to do a big ass time skip all the way to Shippuden. Okay guys? All the way to Shippuden. As Naruto is in the village, sitting on top of the Hokage's monument, most notably Jiraiya's head anyway, Naruto's sitting down looking down. And as he's looking down, Sasuke walks up to him. He takes off his Anbu mask and sits down and goes, "Hey Naruto." And Sasuke goes, "Oh hey Sasuke, what's up?" He goes, "Nah, nothing much." He goes, "How's your training going?" Naruto goes, "Great. Just finished coming back from a mission." And Sasuke goes, "Oh yeah? Yeah, had something to do with the fire temple." And Sasuke goes, "No kidding." He goes, "Yes, some kid named Sora has some of the Nine Tails chakra out in him, so I just extracted it all out using this jutsu. And I found a deeper plot with these guys were going to use certain jutsus to revive the dead. So I quashed him immediately." And Sasuke goes, "Yeah, I can 100% guess that you'll do that." Naruto and Sasuke smile. And Sasuke goes, "So, how are you and Hinata, Naruto?" And Naruto goes, "Well, yeah, she's still shy. Trying to get her to open up, you know. Pull herself out of that bubble, but slowly but surely she's getting there." And Sasuke goes, "I know what you mean. Sakura can't stop. Every time we go out and I hold her hand, she instantly blacks out. It's pointless." And Sasuke goes to Naruto, "What's with women? God. They finally get us and what?" And Naruto goes, "Tell me about it. I'm still trying to figure them out myself." They both look at each other and begin to laugh hard out until Itachi appears. He goes, "I knew I'll find you two idiots up here." And Naruto goes, "Hey, big bro Itachi, what's up?" And Itachi goes, "Oh, nothing. I've been called to see the old man." And he goes, "What, Lord Third?" And Itachi goes, "Ha, I forget that's what you call the Lord Third. No, I'm gonna go see Jiraiya." And Naruto goes, "Oh?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's got a special mission for me." And Sasuke goes, how's the eyes working out for you, Itachi?" And Itachi goes, "I don't know, Sasuke. How's the eyes working out for you, Sasuke?" And Naruto goes, "That's very weird that you guys transplant eyes. That's weird." So that means if Sasuke took Itachi's eye and put it by his bum, that means would you be seeing it? And Itachi goes, "That's so stupid." And Sasuke looks at Naruto with a red ass face. And Sasuke goes, "That doesn't work like that, you idiot." And Naruto goes, "Hey, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. You guys look so serious about something, you know." And Sasuke and Itachi like this guy, what the? And Naruto goes, "This caught you off guard." And Itachi goes, "So what do you see when you look down there, Naruto?" And he goes, "The entire world. The entire world. I see the world." And Itachi smiles. And Sasuke goes, "I just see the village. Hidden Leaf Village." And Itachi looks at Sasuke and goes, "Really?" Punches Sasuke in the head like, "Do you see more?" And Sasuke, "Oh, Wally, of course." And Itachi goes, "Open your eyes bigger, Sasuke. There's more than this just seeing the village. It's the principle of what the village represents. Peace." And then Sasuke catches on and says, "Oh, okay. I get that. I get that a lot. Well, you can't blame me. You pretty much made me harbor my anger from the point when the Uchiha massacre." And Itachi goes, "Yeah, don't hold that against me too much. Come on. It's been like two years now." And Sasuke and Itachi kind of giggle at that, but it's bad, but it's the fact that Sasuke forgives Itachi. That's the thing that Itachi and Sasuke are able to joke about. And so as Itachi heads to the Hokage's office, Naruto goes, might as well go. And I hear Kakashi's almost back for his mission, so this will be the first time all Team 7 will be back together. Should we do something, Sasuke? Sasuke goes, yeah, might as well. And so as they both head off, just to explain to you, Naruto and Sasuke, Sakura, Hinata, everyone has grown a really close bond over this time period. Very close bond. What's it called? Jiraiya has been a great Hokage, cleaning up all the mess of all the third Hokage, and Danzo cleaning up everything. Jiraiya is slowly but surely about to shut down Root, and Danzo understands that, so he himself needs to figure out what he has to do. Now what happens is, when it comes down to when Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi pretty much enter the Hokage's office anyway, Jiraiya explains to Itachi his next mission, to which he leaves immediately. And Sasuke and Naruto talk to Jiraiya, to which Itachi, Kakashi walks in and goes, yo! And Naruto goes, oh, you're back early, Kakashi-sensei. And he goes, the mission on land the grass was easy. Naruto goes, huh, okay. Like, everyone's kind of chill, because they all know each other, but not that like, they're all overreactive or anything like that. Naruto is full on what he's doing, because no one realizes that the Naruto that they're talking to is actually a shadow clone. The real Naruto is learning as much as he can, all the jutsus, everything he has access to thanks to Jiraiya, and the fact that Naruto has just got more access to things. Yeah, he's starting to learn a lot of jutsus. He even, because he learned the entire scroll of ceilings, Naruto knows the Reaper Death Seal easy as, and all the forbidden jutsu within him. So it's not hard for him to understand how to release his father. He eventually finds the seal, or the contract, to release his father from the jutsu, the Uzumaki Shrine, to which Naruto goes and resurrects. He fixes up the entire Uzumaki Shrine, thanks to his, him being a Black Ops envoy, because Naruto learnt a lot, okay? They're really powerful. And so as Naruto, Sasuke, pretty much do their thing, I guess, Sakura finally comes in, and they all meet up, all the Team 7 are all together. And this pretty much makes Kakashi smile. And Naruto goes, oh, it's a long time, we've all been back together, right? And Jiraiya goes, yeah, quite coincidental, because I was going to call you all in today to talk about this. Since you guys are all here, and you guys are pretty much done with all your trainings and your missions, I'd like to reevaluate your team back into Team 7 again. Or, since you guys are now Jonings, all of yous, Team Kakashi. And Naruto goes, no disrespect, but why is it Team Kakashi? Why isn't it Team Uzumaki? Sasuke looks at Naruto, goes, really? Sakura laughs, like they all have a giggle, and Kakashi goes, haven't changed one bit, Naruto. And Naruto goes, you gotta have fun in life, you know? And he goes, yeah, I see that. And as they all stand up, Naruto and all of them get ready for their first mission. And as they get ready, because Naruto and Sasuke and them drag their situation on, a bird has entered the hidden leaf, and the state that Gaara has been taken. And Naruto, as they hear this and they decipher it, what happens is the team natural to go is Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi. Tamari comes on default, and so what happens, Naruto tries to teleport to the seal he put on Gaara, but for some reason it's not working, allowing him to go through. So anyway, Naruto goes, well, I can get us to near the borders of the hidden sand territory. And Tamari's like, that'll be sweet. So Naruto teleports them all sorry, to the boundary of the land of fire and the land of wind. And as they jump and head towards it, it doesn't take them long to get to the what's it called, the hidden sand village. And when they get there, Lady Chio does the same thing. She reacts, but nothing happens. Lady Chio can't move. Naruto pretty much stopped Chio in her spot. And what happens is Sasuke also used Genjutsu to hold her in place too, so she was caught off guard instantly before she could even react and try to fight, you know, like she reacted and tried to fight, but she got held in place by these two powerful Jonings. From there, Sakura begins to heal Kongoro, but thanks to Naruto having some notion of poisons and medical jutsus, because he eventually learned Tsunade's jutsus, you know, didn't take him long to master all the abilities of Mount Miyaboku. Definitely he mastered Sage Mode and easily mastered Furokumite. And so what happens is Naruto can run and enter Sage Mode. That's how proficient he has become in that 6 months of him being in Mount Miyaboku. And so Naruto had some time to learn from none other than Tsunade, to which he was able to do a unique thing, something he didn't expect, but he tried it anyway. And over the year and a half of being back in the village doing Black Ops missions and learning from Tsunade, Naruto used nature energy to pump into his Byakugo seal, to which it manifests earlier, but it doesn't manifest on his head. The Byakugo seal manifests on his hand, pretty much like a Karma seal, similar towards that, but the seal only spreads out over his hand, slightly only spreads out over his hand. Now Naruto does this for a reason, and the reason will be brought through eventually. Okay, not right away. I won't tell you it now. But as Naruto has a seal on his hand, he's trying to make another one on his left hand, and that's what Naruto's developing right now. He did a Byakugo seal on his right hand, now the left hand. And so what happens is, as Naruto and Sakura pretty much heal Kankuro quick, Naruto, instead of getting that piece of cloth from Kankuro's puppet, Naruto puts a seal on Kankuro's head and enters his mind, and he finds that everything while Kankuro is in an unconscious state, he's conscious in his mind, to which Naruto is able to contact and get all the information right away. And Naruto finds Kankuro's puppet, to which Naruto opens up and finds the piece of Sasuke's rags. Now, thanks to Itachi and Kisame not being there, there have been two members now down for a while. And this has kind of thrown things off, especially for Nagato, because to everyone, they believe Kisame and Itachi are dead. They died in the Hidden Leaf Village by probably the legendary Sage of Mount Miyaboku, the Hokage. The entire Akatsuki naturally thought they are dead, so they worked without them, and this takes much longer for them to drain the Shikaku out of them. But thanks to Naruto's quick-wittedness and how fast he reacts to everything, Paku was able to find the entire Akatsuki's base. But instead of Paku running back to Kakashi and them, he pulls a seal that Naruto gave to him, and as he puts it down, he plants his foot on the seal, which activates it immediately, and pretty much summons a kunai, to which Naruto registers the kunai. Naruto grabs Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke and teleport away instantly to the location. And as Naruto gets there, Kakashi's like, "Where are we?" Naruto, and goes, "We're at the Akatsuki's hideout, Kakashi sensei." Naruto makes multi shadow clones and sends them everywhere. He sends 1,000 shadow clones everywhere, all around. Naruto closes his eyes and activates Sage Mode immediately. As he activates Sage, the reason why he closes his eyes to activate Sage Mode, he's still trying to focus the Sage Mode into his left hand now, to which it's working. It's amplifying his own form of Byakugo seal, to which Naruto is manifesting. Sakura is not jealous, but she's happy and envious of how Naruto is able to form a new type of jutsu. Instead of just doing the same old Byakugo seal that which Sakura is going to develop, Naruto has manifested one on his right hand, to which he's able to heal others instantly, forcing the Byakugo seal over them and healing them. That's why Naruto has it on his hand. He'll still gain the same principles as the Byakugo seal, increasing the strength and all that, and healing, but having it on his hand, he's able to pump the entire chakra, or the whole power of his Byakugo seal into someone else, to which if they were near death, Naruto will be able to heal them with the entire Byakugo seal. And that's the reason why he placed it there. He's already got a hell of a lot of chakra, thanks to the Nine Tails and his own Uzumaki lineage, but Naruto also has just the two Byakugo seal and Sage Mode. Naruto understands how broken he technically is now, and so he develops these jutsu. But while they're there, Naruto sends those thousands of clones. They pretty much find the seal, all the tags, and what happens is when all the clones find those tags, they release themselves, to which only the 4 clones, they release themselves. Naruto understands from those 4 clones' perspective that there's 4 other tags but the one that they have on the door. And so what happens is, as Naruto pulls all the tags simultaneously with the other clones, because they all share the same memories that the original 4 they dissipated, so what happens is they all understand what they need to do. So the rest of the shadow clones do the same thing, that they pull the tags, to which all the shadow clones plus the other shadow clone beat the copy of the shadow clone easy as. And what happens is, without hesitating, Naruto uses a massive lightning arc and destroys he does a lightning arc jutsu, which completely obliterates the entire earth, the entire wall, revealing the entire Akatsuki, absorbing the One Tails. But as Naruto sees this, he instantly puts his hand together, and he goes, "Flying Raijin, maximum seal," And as he does so, Naruto closes his eyes, goes Seijut, opens his eyes, full raised formation. And as Naruto does that, big ass barrier raid formation. And as the Akatsuki sees Naruto's doing all these jutsu, he's like, what the? And Naruto's instantly blitzing around the Geto statue, all the clones are blitzing around him. And the Akatsuki that sees this, even Sasori and Deidara, they try to stop Naruto, but Naruto's way too fast. He's jumping right around the Geto statue, but just before Naruto can implement the seal, what happens is Pain goes, nice try. He instantly desummons, what's it called? The Geto statue, and drops Gaara. And as he begins to fade away from Naruto looks at him, and as they both stare at each other, Pain goes, until we see each other again, Nine Tails. As they disappear, Sasori and Deidara are standing there. When right away, Sasori, without even trying, or without hesitating, summons all his puppets. He's heard about Naruto, and the fact that he was able to do that. And as he summons all his puppets, without hesitating, Sasuke lightning blitzes Sasori and instantly smashes the Hiroku puppet and all the puppets he sent at Naruto, which sends the real Sasori puppet flying away. And as Deidara sees this, he chucks multiple bombs at Sasuke, to which Kakashi is easily able to throw a fire style at it, and Sakura chucks a giant boulder at Deidara to a point where Deidara is just able to dodge, but his foot gets crushed, and as his foot gets crushed by the boulder, Sasuke goes easy as lightning blade, boom, slams it right through Deidara's chest, ending him immediately. And as Sasuke takes out Deidara's last sights are Sasuke's eyes, and as Sasuke pulls his hand out, Sasuke looks over at Sasori, and he's got the third Kazekage and all his hundreds of puppets. And as Naruto looks up, and as they all see this, Sasuke goes, maybe I should give this a try. Sasuke goes, Naruto, come. Naruto goes, are we going to try that jutsu again? Sasuke goes, yeah, give it a go. Naruto powers up a Rasen Shuriken, a wind-style Rasen Shuriken, but Sage mode one. Sasuke goes, Inferno style. He brings his own Inferno style and goes, Inferno Rasengan. And Naruto smiles and goes, and as the Amaterasu Rasengan appears on Sasuke, Sasuke goes, got it, Naruto. And Naruto goes, great. Now mix it with mine. It is Naruto and Sasuke mixes their Rasengans, becomes a giant, big, powerful Inferno style, wind style Rasengan. Like, it's just stupidly powerful. And as both of them hold it up over the head, Sasuke goes, I don't have as much chakra as you, Naruto. I'm gonna need you to throw it. And Naruto goes, sweet as. Naruto teleports him and Sasuke away from the area. Kakashi jumps back and Naruto chucks the giant Rasengan. And as it hits Sasori and all the puppets, he tries to put a steel barrier, but the Amaterasu mixed with the wind style, yeah, it destroys him completely. Sasori's gone. No Deidara, no Sasori, they are completely annihilated. And what happens, as the Amaterasu spreads, Sasuke puts his hand up, gets flame control, erase, and erases all the Amaterasu fire. And Sasuke goes, gets down on one knee and looks at his hand, and his hand's slightly burning from using the Rasengan with the Amaterasu. But Naruto goes, that was really impressive. I would have thought that you would have used the Susanoo chakra to protect your hands. And Sasuke goes, hey, I actually didn't think about that. Naruto goes, well, really smart that you used mixed your Rasengan with the Amaterasu. And Sasuke goes, well, I'm grateful I learned this jutsu. No wonder this is such a great jutsu. Naruto smiles. And what happens is they grab Gaara, and Naruto puts his right hand on Gaara. He goes straight into Sage mode again, full powers of Sage mode up. And then Naruto goes, Byakugo release, seal. He releases the Byakugo seal on his arm, and then he seals the Byakugo seal on Gaara, fully pumping him back up full of chakra and waking him up. And as Naruto lifts his hand off Gaara, the Byakugo seal on his hand deactivates and still goes into a diamond shape like it normally, but it's on his hand. And as Naruto looks at Gaara, Gaara's like, Naruto? Naruto goes, I'm glad you're alive. And he goes, the Akatsuki. And Naruto goes, don't worry, we're taking them out. And Naruto grabs Gaara's body and goes, ready everyone? Sasuke goes, yep. Kakashi, Sakura, they all teleport away. And as they get back to the Hidden Sand Village, everyone celebrates, but Sakura goes, I wasn't really that useful this time. And Sasuke goes, what do you mean? You and Naruto helped save Konkuro. If it wasn't for your quick wittiness and the fact that Naruto listens to you a lot when it comes to medical ninjutsu, yeah, you guys did it together, so you were a vital part of this team nonetheless. And then what happens is Kakashi goes, I did not think you mean. And Naruto goes, "You're just a pretty face to look at, Kakashi Sensei." And all three of them laugh again, and Kakashi goes, "Really? You three look down at me like that? Is it like that now?" And they all laugh. They understand Kakashi. But what happens is this makes absolute unity with the Hidden Sand Village. Because Gaara didn't die, he still got the One Tails, and the One Tails re-heals. What happens is Gaara pretty much states that whenever the Hidden Leaf needs them, just let me know. Naruto goes, "Whenever the Hidden Sand needs us, let me know. Carry this with you at all times, eh? And if you're ever in danger, just drop it. I'll probably send 100 Shadow Clones." Gaara's like, "For real?" And Naruto's like, "Uh-huh." And they both shake each other's hand, and Gaara leaves, and Naruto goes, "Well, let's go then." And so from there, Naruto heads off with his team back to Hidden Leaf, and they go to explain the entire incident to the 5th Hokage. And that's where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content. And follow me on Instagram, to which I'll leave the link in my description below. And thank you all for watching. I look forward to watching the next part. I hope you guys do. But as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.